Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Currently, Benton, Madison, and Carroll counties are under burn bans. We're also entering the busiest time of the year for prescribed burns. The Arkansas Forestry Commission has started a couple of these burns to limit the fuel potential for wildfires later. Bentonville Deputy Fire Chief Jeremy Metcalf says prescribed burns can be a good tool when done the right way.
It's good for the vegetation to come back healthier. It clears a lot of the dead underbrush, things that could, limit the growth of vegetation. So it's actually it's a really good tool when it's used right.
He says a good rule of thumb is to keep the areas around your house clear from debris and brush. Well, new questions are being raised about public safety on college campuses, including the U of A. This comes after a nursing student was killed while going for a run on the University of Georgia campus. Outdoor activities have become a prime amenity for many in Northwest Arkansas, including university students. But renewed public safety concerns for those who frequent the Greenway is top of mind for safety leaders. Fayetteville police tell us a Parks and Trails Patrol Division already uses electric bikes and UTVs to monitor large portions of the trails. In addition to patrols, UAPD is also encouraging students to download its free Safe Zone app and to go to self-defense classes.
One of the things we do specifically for our female students is offer a class called Rape Aggression Defense, or RAD, every 8 weeks, taught by our police officers. It is for the female students only, and it teaches how to defend yourself in situations where you have to verbally de-escalate a situation all the way up to using force.
University police are stressing students to download the Safe Zone app. It allows students to contact emergency services easily and even shares their location with university police in the event of an emergency. Now, as we head deeper into election season, groups in Arkansas are working to get new initiatives on the ballot. They've received approval from the Attorney General and are now looking for signatures. The Arkansas Justice Reform Coalition has received around 30,000 signatures for different petitions, including issues concerning abortion and the Freedom of Information Act. They, along with the grassroots organizations who drafted the amendments, say they're making progress but are still far from done. 5 different amendments, though, need just over 90,000 signatures to be approved for the 2024 election ballot. Those amendments concern everything from medical marijuana laws to absentee voting. The organizations are canvassing 50 counties across the state of Arkansas, looking for signatures before the deadline this summer. Now, if you haven't had a chance to look over the issues coming up on the ballot, we've got you covered. Just text the word ballot to 479-785-5000. We'll text you right back with a link to our website where you can find more on the issues where you live. We'll get to more news in just a minute, but first, let's get a check of today's weather with meteorologist Zach Scott. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Joe. Warm and windy today. Temperatures in the 80s across 5 country, a mix of sun and clouds. And those southwest winds strong today, gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour. We'll even have gusts up to 45 miles per hour in some of our windier spots today. Again, burning not recommended. We're not behind on rainfall in terms of, are we seeing a drought? But we've got a lot of dormant vegetation out there. We could always use a little rainfall. We're not going to get much from our next cold front that's going to sweep in as we go overnight, bring big changes across 5 country as we go into Wednesday. About a 35-degree drop on average from Tuesday's highs to Wednesday's highs across the area. Waking up Wednesday morning, 20s Northwest Arkansas, 30s River Valley, feeling like the teens in Northwest Arkansas, and in the 20s it'll feel like with those winds factored in the River Valley. So we'll go from not needing a jacket on your Tuesday, Joe, to definitely bundling up as we head out Wednesday.
All right, thanks for that, Zach. Well, as the city of Bentonville continues to grow, they want your help to tell them what direction they should go. This week, the city will have different events where people can express where more than 100 people came to write opinions down and meet with city planners. 5 News reporter Parker Abels has those details.
We're really here to engage with the public, ask people in the community questions about what they want to see in the future of Bentonville.
It's Bentonville Planed Week, and the city is using it to hear from the public about what they want the city to look like in the next 10 to 20 years.
So we're asking, what is Bentonville going to look like? How should it feel? How should it operate when it's not the 64,000 people it is today, but when it's 200,000 people in 2050.
And those citizens came ready to let their voices be heard.
We've got to, one, make it safe for everyone who's involved. Two, make it accessible or attainable to people who are not wealthy. And three, find ways where we can really make amazing locations, amazing destinations near everyone in Bentonville.
The things I want it to be is a place that can support the density that we need, but to still have kind of the charm that Bentonville has had that I think a lot of people have moved here for.
Some are very optimistic about what the city is doing.
Really excited for the route we're going, really excited for the growth we're seeing, and how we can form the Bentonville zoning code to support the growth in a sustainable and healthy way.
While others are still skeptical.
I'm honestly not super hopeful about Bentonville just because City Council won't even approve affordable housing. How can we expect them to provide enough housing to actually solve the problem?
So if you want to voice your opinion or hear more about this, you can go to planbentonville.com and take the survey. Thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. Catch up with us again tomorrow for more.